Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. This video is called "The Most Incredible Miracle Happened to Me." That's right. The most incredible miracle just happened to me 45 days ago. This is a bigger miracle from God than I have ever seen in my life so far. Now, I know during the end times I expect to see some bigger miracles than this, but so far, this is the biggest miracle I have ever seen. Let me tell you what happened. About 45 days ago, I started exercising and lifting weights, and I was in terrible shape. When I say terrible, I'm not exaggerating. I was in such bad shape, I don't want to talk about it, to be honest with you. But I will tell you one thing. I was in such bad shape that just standing up for maybe 1 minute was too hard to do for my feet, my ankles, my legs. That's just a tiny example of how bad of a shape I was in. Now, let me tell you about God, and let me tell you about this miracle. I started exercising and lifting weights about 45 days ago, and I couldn't do anything. I was in such bad shape, I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't do anything on the treadmill. I couldn't do anything on the cross trainer. Nothing. So I started crying out to Jesus while I was exercising. And I said, "Lord, please bless my feet, bless my ankles, bless my calves, bless my knees, bless my heart, bless my cardio, bless my, I can't quite think of the name right now, my breathing. Help me to get into great shape." And you know what Jesus did? He snapped his finger and miracles happened of biblical proportions. Let me give an example of some of the miracles. If I was bench pressing 50 pounds, I could immediately do 250. If I was walking on the treadmill 5 minutes, I could immediately do a half an hour. If I was using the cross trainer, now some of you call them step masters. If I was using the step master for 3 minutes before I would get out of breath, before my knees and my ankles and everything would start hurting, I could immediately do 20 minutes. He snapped his finger and changed my entire body just as a present for me. Just as a gift. I asked him to, and he said yes. Sometimes he says no when we ask him for things, but sometimes he says yes. And I want you to know these miracles were instantaneous. They didn't happen over 2 months. They happened in 2 seconds. And I was in shock. And I'm on the treadmill longer and longer and longer. And I go, what happened? How come I'm not tired? How come I can keep going? And I remember in the Old Testament when Elijah was talking to King Ahab, and Elijah ran all the way back to the city and actually beat King Ahab, who was on a chariot. That was one of those supernatural miracles. God also did them for Samson on multiple occasions. And God did it for me. And God's son, Jesus, he changed my feet. He changed my ankles, my knees, my calves, my thighs, my arms, my heart, my cardiovascular system in my body. He changed it all in 2 seconds. And I can't think of a greater miracle that's ever been done to me. Just imagine, In 2 seconds, your entire body is different. And here's the really, really great news. The miracle has stuck. The way he changed my body has stayed. It's permanent. I was immediately able to do so much more in the gym than anyone ever could have dreamed of. And this was a supernatural miracle, and it stayed with me, and it's still with me today. And I'm just smiling while I make this video. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. And I pray that this video is going to give you encouragement to pray for miracles and seek out God on miracles and cry out for miracles. And also knowing sometimes God says no, but sometimes he says yes, and it's amazing, and he gets lots of glory for them. And as I say goodbye, I want you to know, even though the supernatural miracles happened almost 2 months ago, I purposely didn't tell anybody. I haven't told a single person. This video is the first time that I'm telling anybody. It's amazing. And one more time, as I say goodbye, just imagine you're in the gym. You can only bench press 75 pounds. And out of nowhere, you can do 300. Or you're in the gym and you're on the Stepmaster and you can only do 10 minutes at a time. And out of nowhere, you can do 1 hour. Or one last time, you're on the treadmill. You can only walk and jog for 15 minutes before you get tired. And out of nowhere, you can do 1 hour and a half. What an incredible miracle. Praise God, and praise God. Wow.